Breaking news, sports cards. Breaking news, mergers and acquisitions. Did you hear about it? No, 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 no. I'm not talking the Panini thing because that still has not happened. I want to point that out. Panini still is not part of Fanatics. No, 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 no. Collectors Universe. They didn't buy somebody else. There's other stuff going on. We're going to jump into it. We're talking YouTube mergers and acquisitions. If you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe for more cutting, breaking news and unusual points of view in the sports card hobby. The first breaking news was the, I'll call it acquisition slash merger. BenchClear announced that they will be bringing Hobby Hotline onto their Saturday show, will be on the BenchClear network. BenchClear has been around for quite some time through the whole, 2020 boom and so forth. Great content, big fan of the BenchClear media channel. And this is an interesting move. Hobby Hotline has been out for a while, probably over 2.5 years, lingering around, just under 1,000 subscribers as well, and has a wide variety of co-hosts. I think there's over maybe 15 to 20 different co-hosts on the Hobby Hotline. So they'll be joining Hobby Hotline into the BenchClear media. Very interesting merger slash acquisition. Don't know the details. Wondering how will finances trickle up or trickleate around? Well, if you're on the Hobby Hotline panel, do you get a little piece of the action, or where's that all going? And where's the future of BenchClear media? They've done a great job of pulling in some great content. Also sponsors of Chasing Cardboard, a separate channel, big fan of that show. If you haven't, check it out. Other breaking news in the mergers and acquisitions is Luca Nation Network announced, I guess it's the acquisition slash merger of Cajun Cardboard, bringing the Cajun Cardboard team over to Luca Nation. Interesting here because it's kind of like, I guess this is more of a merger. You have 1.6 subscriber, 1.64 subscribers kind of coming together. I know Luca Nation does a lot more other medias, and they are bigger on the podcast side. BenchClear, they're obviously being the big boy, swallowing up Hobby Hotline. So two very interesting, and it'll be interesting. Luca Nation is very much running this as a business. They are a sponsor of PWCC. They also do a partnership with SGC. So I assume that little Cajun Cardboard will be getting to dip into some of that profit share. I'm always curious about this, because we never get to hear the details. We can only speculate with these mergers and acquisitions, what they mean for the industry. But I think it's just more of what you'll see. Other things have been happening in the hobby. The sponsorship, right? Sports Card Live, run by Jeremy Lee, has joined forces with Tag Grading. So remember, when you're on Sports Card Live, this is a co-owner, a co-investor in Tag. I think Jeremy talks about this. I think you guys follow Jeremy. You're pretty aware that Jeremy's a Tag guy now. But I think this is really interesting because you're seeing more and more of this as the grading wars kind of ramp up. PSA, BGS, SGC. Well, you got to give some attention to Tag, supported by Jeremy Lee. Another one, Pittsburgh, if you did not know, started the transparent grading company, I think back in 2020, after spinning off of Pure Graded X, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. But recently was acquired and merged with now Arena Club, which has been getting a lot of attention in the news. The Derek Jeter company, AI, artificial intelligence grading, vaulting, Arena Club. Very interesting. So you got Pittsburgh, backing, or one of the founders there of Arena Club. You got Jeremy Lee, backer slash investor, I don't know, partner of Tag Grading. Sorry, I hit on the wrong tab there. And then another one you got here, Retro, just recently, and again, I guess I put this in the mergers and acquisitions, announced that Retro Hoops is now part of the Card Hedge team as a co-founder. So I believe that's kind of a merger acquisition as well. I guess you could classify the other ones as well. Pittsburgh's merger acquisition with Jeremy Lee and Tag. And this one's another one that's interesting as well. Card Hedge, who I think has not been well represented in the data tools out there. I have not used Card Hedge, but I am a fan of what I've seen, and I love the fact that they're out there as an alternative solution. So excited. Retro Hoops, again, part of the Card Hedge team. Now, some other ones you could expect to see in some type of similar merger acquisition. All of these channels are part of the Collectors Universe, Card Ladder, and their message, all part of Collectors Universe. She collects cards, again, Collectors Universe channel. Cardboard Chronicles, Collectors Universe channel. Golden, Collectors Universe channel. The thing I want to point out is none of these four do a very good job of mentioning to their viewers that they are all owned and operated by Collectors Universe. It would be very helpful, I think, for the common hobbyist to be aware of that. It might be important to understand that their views might be just a little biased kind of like you expect. Retro is going to be talking very favorable about Card Hedge and probably not about Hard Lacquer. Last one I'll talk about, not a merger, not an acquisition, but a team that just continues to grow and rise and expand their sports card empire is Sports Card Dad at 16,000 subscribers, and the Comeback Card Investor, 19,000 subscribers. Big fan of these channels as well. So kind of interesting to see. I know these guys worked on a couple of things. They're doing a joint newsletter. I'll leave you with this. As I'm watching this space, it seems apparent to me. I mean, everybody was playing in the YouTube channels, 2 years ago. Now people are getting serious. There's businesses being, developed, messages being made. It's exciting space in the mergers and acquisitions YouTube channels. If you know of any other channels that are, sponsoring, mergering, being acquired or whatever, please let me know. Drop comments below. What do you think too? Don't you think these companies should also continue to disclose their partnerships with or their ownership relationships if possible? But I don't think they have to, do they? Anyway, stick around. Hope you enjoy the channel, comments, appreciated, feedback, all that great stuff. Have a great day, guys.